What if you could pique interest, establish a relationship, and leave a lasting impression with just two simple words? On any woman you meet, it might sound too good to be true, but sometimes the smallest gestures or phrases carry the biggest impact. In this article, we'll explore the power of language psychology and the subtle magic behind those two words that can instantly grab her attention and maybe even her heart. Get ready to transform the way you connect, one phrase at a time. The secret, incredible, especially when spoken with confidence and intention. And the best part, I'm going to teach you how to apply this technique in your daily life. But before we dive in, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like button and subscribing. Doing this helps support the channel and allows me to keep creating valuable content for you. Not only does it motivate me to keep bringing quality insights, but it also signals to the algorithm that this video is worth sharing, helping more people access this information. So can I count on your like? Let's jump right into it, guys. Many men make the mistake of being too accommodating or indecisive when talking to a woman. They often say things like, "We can do whatever you want," or "I don't know, whatever you prefer." Here's the secret. These two words convey what women really value in a man's confidence. This simply demonstrates the woman's hesitancy. What you might not know is that by being too flexible or evasive about your desires, you're not projecting confidence, which can cause a woman to lose interest faster than you think. Clarity and leadership. The two most important words are "I want." You may think that these words aren't important, but they demonstrate that you know what you want and aren't afraid to express it. When you say "I want," you're not just making a request. You're demonstrating decisiveness, which is something that all women find irresistible. Now that you know the secret, let's move on to the important part, which is how to use these two powerful words in real life. For instance, when you extend an invitation to a woman, rather than saying something indecisive like, "Hey, if you want, we could hang out sometime," which, let's face it, doesn't pique much interest, say something like, "I want to take you to dinner this Friday," and see how that changes the dynamic. You now come across as straight magnetic messaging rather than someone looking for permission or approval. That's what attracts her next. When you start a conversation with a woman you're interested in, say something like, "I want to get to know you better. How about we grab coffee this week?" rather than being evasive or overly shy. This shows that you're interested in a direct and straightforward way, which can be very attractive because it reflects honesty and clarity. Before we continue, let me ask you if you've ever considered sending a single text that could make a woman want to respond. Have a craving. These secret phrases cause an obsession that makes her eager and desperate to see you, but be warned, if you don't want her to fall head over heels, don't use them. Click the first link below to download these magnetic messages and watch her count down the minutes until your next date. You instantly imagine a message so powerful that it takes over her mind, making her think about you non-stop, even if she's currently with someone else or sees you as just a friend. Finally, in a more mature stage of a relationship, if you're already seeing someone, I want to positively express your desires rather than telling you that whatever you want is okay. Be direct and straightforward by saying something like, "I want to spend more time with you this weekend. How about we plan something together?" This shows that you value your time with her and are proactive in strengthening the relationship. It's important to remember that confidence does not equate to arrogance. Saying "I want" gives you a sense of security and clarity without coming across as pushy. But if you don't use this technique with respect and empathy, it could easily be misunderstood. Before we go any further, though, if you're enjoying this content, leave a comment with the word "I want" to see how many of you are true alpha males. Let's be clear that saying "I want" doesn't mean that the world revolves around you, or that you impose your desires without taking into account the feelings of others. If you say, "I want us to go out for dinner tomorrow," that's great because you're being direct. However, if she responds that she can't or would prefer another day, your response should be flexible and understanding, like, "Sure, I understand. How about Saturday instead?" This way, you show that while you know what you want, you also respect her preferences. You need to be firm but not stubborn, because there's a big difference. A woman will appreciate that you are clear and decisive about what you want, but if you come across as inflexible or unwilling to take into account her needs or desires, you may quickly come across as self-centered or arrogant, which is not attractive. Importantly, using "I want" isn't just about you. It also gives her the opportunity to express what she wants. When you're honest and clear, you give her the space to be the same, which helps build a relationship based on mutual respect and open communication. However, the most important thing to remember is your tone. Your voice and attitude are crucial to making these words effective. You don't want to sound authoritative or like you're giving orders. You want to sound confident, but also receptive to what she has to say. After learning how to use these two powerful words, it's time to put them into practice. This is where you'll truly begin to see how a seemingly small change can have a significant impact on how you interact with women and even your surroundings. So, here's my challenge for you, which begins today. For the next week, say "I want" 5 times a day. It doesn't matter if you use it in large or small situations. What matters is that you start to gain confidence. You can use it with women friends or just in your everyday life. When you start saying "I want," you'll notice that people start acting differently. They'll respect you more, feel more attracted to you, and think you know what they want. We've come to the end of this video, but before you leave, I want to remind you of something crucial. Don't just follow the theory. Instead, act on what you've learned today. Even if you know the secret is useless if you don't use it in your everyday life, leave a comment below with how you intend to use it. In conclusion, simplicity and authenticity are the keys to attracting any woman. This week, I want you to share an example or situation where you think you can apply it, and at the end of the week, come back and let me know how it went. I'm sure you'll see amazing results, and I'd love to hear about your experiences. The 2 words concept focuses on how your words convey sincere confidence rather than just what you say. Kindness or respect, whether shown through an honest question, a heartfelt compliment, or a light-hearted comment, comes from being present and genuine. Words can open doors, but what matters most is the connection you make.